Chicago, what are we doing? The Bulls rocked everybody with a bizarre trade yesterday, and now their future plans are equally head-scratching. I'm Trevor Lane. Make sure you subscribe right here to the channel. Chicago decided to trade straight up, no picks involved, Alex Caruso, one of the best defensive guards in the NBA, for Josh Giddey, the guy who got played off the floor for the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs. Now, I do think overall people are a little too down on Josh Giddey. His ability to work as a playmaker is solid. He's still a very young player. Maybe the outside shot will come around, but he was a liability for the Thunder. That was what we most recently saw from Josh Giddey, and then you swap him out straight up for Caruso. What a brilliant move for OKC. Phenomenal. Adds to an already solid defensive backcourt. Pairs with Lou Dort. Pairs with Cason Wallace. You also have SGA, who is probably a better defender than his reputation would suggest. And now you put Alex Caruso into that mix. OKC is going to be gunning for the title next season. Meanwhile, Chicago, you get a young player in Josh Giddey, but it was just a few months ago. They were asking for multiple first-round picks at the trade deadline, and there's even a rumor that they turned down a top 10 pick in this year's draft for Alex Caruso, and now go and swap him out for a Josh Giddey, who, again, just got played off the floor in the playoffs. And get this, the reason why they like Giddey so much is they wanted to replace the playmaking of Lonzo Ball. That's right, Lonzo Ball, the guy who literally hasn't played in the NBA in years. The Bulls want to replace his playmaking because they plan to either trade or maybe buy out Lonzo Ball. Over $20 million still owed the final year of his deal. Lonzo, unfortunately, has been dealing with injuries, planning to make his return this coming season. The Bulls say, we've been waiting for you and waiting for you and waiting for you, and now that you're ready, no, never mind. See you later, Lonzo Ball. If he does hit the buyout market, I expect a number of teams to be interested in at least giving Lonzo a look. There was a point when he was one of the more exciting young players in the NBA. Did he pan out to what the Lakers thought he was going to be? No, but he did suffer a number of injuries that really hampered his career, and I hope that he can get things back on track, but sounds like it's not going to be in Chicago. So Chicago makes a trade to get a player to replace the playmaking of a player they haven't had anyway, and they give up the guy that they wanted multiple firsts for, that they held in such high regard, Alex Caruso, and they hand him over to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But wait, the Bulls are not done yet. They want to move Zach LaVine, who still has over $40 million coming to him this next season, has multiple years left on his deal, and he's been dealing with injuries as well. Are you hurt? The Bulls want to trade you. That appears to be the Chicago plan right now. Now, there have been reports earlier in the summer that the Bulls wanted to move Zach LaVine, that Zach LaVine's camp even recognized that it was time for a change of scenery. Both sides are eager to see a parting of ways here, and that their asking price has come down for Zach LaVine. But I wonder, with his contract and the long-term commitment to him that you have to make the trade for him, what does the market really look like? Rumors flying right now that they've sent 15 different offers to a number of teams, including the Utah Jazz, the Philadelphia 76ers, and recently there was a rumor that came out that the 76ers aren't even interested in Zach LaVine. I do think there are some clubs that could use him, the Orlando Magic, the Sacramento Kings being other ones, but he would be a fallback option if their primary and maybe secondary and maybe third-ary plans fall through. Then maybe they turn to Zach LaVine. Look, Zach LaVine is a fine player, but that contract is going to make him really tough to move. If anything, I guess at least finally Chicago is doing something. It looks like maybe they're on the path to finally tearing this thing down and rebuilding it, but they do still have the free agency of DeMar DeRozan to deal with, and I have a feeling, the Bulls being the Bulls, they're probably going to wind up paying DeRozan way too much to stick around and make another push for the playoffs, just like they did with Alex Caruso. Had those great options, and they said, no, we want to make sure we can compete for the play-in. Wow. Chicago, off to a head-scratching start for the summer. We'll see where things go from here. Everybody, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, let me know in the comments section what you think about what the Bulls are doing. Can you make heads or tails of it? Because up to this point, I can't. Till next time, see ya, and stay safe.